Before I go on a long journey, I tend to leave the children of the House of the Hearth with some homework to complete in my absence. Many of them, however, simply play to their heart's content for most of the time I am gone, then rush to get their homework done in the final few days before my return. They believe I am none the wiser, but I have simply elected not to expose their chicanery. After all, to complete one's work in a short time frame is a skill in its own right.
No, I don't want to chat. What are you making that face for? I thought you knew my deal by now. Fine, you can talk, and I'll sit over there and listen. Happy now?
I rarely encounter opportunities to rest mid-journey. During battle, slowing down is even more out of the question. However, given that this is not a solo operation, I will go along with what you think is best. In any case, this is an acceptable place for a brief period of respite.
The books here are really interesting. They're full of twists and turns that all but defy even my intuition. I can't help but think this domain is a detective's mortal foe. Without a crime, there can be no deduction. And even the greatest storms simply rage on, unchecked. But then I remember that all this is to help you. And that's what makes this long grind worth it, right?
Ready to do my utmost.
Supporting fire! Don't get too close!
Through me, justice is served. You stand condemned. Your penance is due. You stand condemned.
Confess! Fire it up! Bring it on!
got you covered! Surrender!
Cyclone!
Check this out! Nowhere to run! Up to it, Manzai! Your sins weigh upon your soul! Guilty! Surrender!
Fire it up! Supporting fire! Reverse! Confess!
Bravo! Bravo! Another spellbinding performance! Are you interested in learning any new thespian tricks? By which I mean dashing and elegant poses. In fact, what would you say to a friendly exchange? I'll teach you some thespian tricks in return for toy medals from the treasure chests. Friendship is a wonderful thing, isn't it? Ah, just the word itself gives me a warm, fuzzy feeling in my heart and my stomach.
Yep, gotta love friendship. But, when you say a warm, fuzzy feeling in your stomach, there is something slightly concerning about that. Anyway, are you sure you're okay with just toy medals? What can they be worth if they're just toys?
As long as you believe, even toy medals can be more valuable than gold. That is the magic of imagination. Madame Mage told me that. I can't say I entirely understand what she meant, but the thespian tricks, I actually got those from a wish I made to Madame Mage. So long as she thinks it's a fair trade, I think it should be fine.
Sounds kinda ominous. Don't a lot of scary stories start out that way? You make a reckless wish to a wicked witch, but you end up regretting it when she forces you to pay an impossible price in return?
I believe you're misunderstanding the situation, dear guest. There is absolutely nothing to fear. To start with, mages are quite different from wicked witches. And besides, I already told you what the price is. It's the toy medals. There's no catch.
And you're sure about that?
Yes, completely. In any case, I was the one who made the wish. So if someone has to end up paying an impossible price, just leave it to me. I enjoy watching your performances, so it's well worth it as far as I'm concerned. I wonder how many blank pages are left in this book. But not to worry. Even if we run out of space, new blank pages will be added very soon. I do look forward to the day when all empty pages are filled with stories.
As the General Mahamatra, I have to display the might of the Academia. Whatever enemy we face, I will give it my all. In battle, as with delivering judgment, the righteous must prevail. And so we must approach every battle with great caution. I am armed with the determination to uphold the rules. There is no battle I cannot win.
My instincts say that this is a safe spot. Not the slightest whiff of lies or conspiracies. Although, to be honest, I wouldn't be averse to a little more atmosphere here. Lightning flashing outside the windows or a blizzard howling away. We could turn the lights off and tell some ghost stories. Well, we don't always get what we want in life. So instead, pull up a chair and let's get some rest.
how are you feeling? Try not to worry too much about the next fight. I've heard people say that having a good attitude actually benefits your health. Even if spearmanship isn't my strong suit, I'll do my best to protect you in this battle.
I always make sure to eat a proper meal and get a good night's sleep before an escort job. You gotta make sure you're in top condition for when you hit the road. Even Manzai knows that. He always eats a little extra before we set off. So, there's no rush. Let's slow down, drink some tea, then take it from there.
What's wrong? Don't be nervous. I'm Nurse Seedween from the Fortress of Mirapede. Let me take a look at you. Any pain here? Oh, what about here? Oh, you're not here for a checkup? Well, that's great news. Phew. You're so adorable. Make sure you take good care of yourself, okay? We don't want anything happening to you.
This is where you fall. Laid bare. Where evil lurks, shoot on sight. Into the shadows.
I got you covered! Don't get too close! Cry louder!
Everlasting as the moon. Ready.
Fire it up!
Hunt them down.
Here's backup! Squall and Fury! Bow your head!
Overruled. This is where you fall. I think I'll read a little before the next battle begins. Please refrain from recommending something like a newspaper. I recognize that short-form articles may be a fitting choice, considering the limited amount of time at our disposal, but they're simply not to my taste.
You call crushing ants a challenge? The novelty of these little scuffles quickly wore off for me. Now it's just tedious. Keep up if you want my help. I don't want to be stuck here all day.
Before I go on a long journey, I tend to leave the children of the House of the Hearth with some homework to complete in my absence. Many of them, however, simply play to their heart's content for most of the time I am gone, then rush to get their homework done in the final few days before my return. They believe I am none the wiser, but I have simply elected not to expose their chicanery. After all, to complete one's work in a short time frame is a skill in its own right.
When I was little, my mother often read me bedtime stories. Back then, I thought the world was just like in those stories, and everyone led peaceful, happy lives. It was only later that I realized the difficulties and struggles many people face in society. All I can do is try my best and stay loyal to the people I care about. Now that I think about it, even though the stories are fictional, they can still help children get a good night's sleep. To me, that's enough. Want me to come along?
Let's get down to business.
Get moving! Fallen leaves, adorn my night! The wind knows me.
Wretched vermin! Behold!
Witness my rise. Laid bare.
The wind rises. How amusing! You dare to gaze upon me?
Let me try you.
Cyclone!
That hurt! Wind strike! As one with wind and cloud!
You're dead! Squall Fury!
Transfixed.
Confess!
This is where you fall. Laid bare.
No, I don't want to chat. What are you making that face for? I thought you knew my deal by now. Fine, you can talk, and I'll sit over there and listen. Happy now?
I don't believe anyone enjoys taking up arms and going to war unless they're seeking to fulfill some other desire. Whenever the sound of clashing blades fades into the distance, I appreciate the silence that follows all the more. Too quiet for you? Then I'll play a tune on the leaf, so you can be surrounded with the sound of nature.
The enemies we face are of a lowly breed. Deal with them however you see fit, but do not get complacent. You should expect to fend for yourself, as I am not in the habit of coming to other people's rescue. If you do encounter a foe for whom you are no match, simply make yourself scarce, and I shall deal with it in due course.
My instincts say that this is a safe spot. Not the slightest whiff of lies or conspiracies. Although, to be honest, I wouldn't be averse to a little more atmosphere here. Lightning flashing outside the windows or a blizzard howling away. We could turn the lights off and tell some ghost stories. Ah, well, we don't always get what we want in life. So instead, pull up a chair and let's get some rest.
Time to testify. Into the shadows.
Cyclone! The clouds high. The birds call. Wind strike.
Yep. Moving.
Congratulations!
Ready. Where evil lurks, shoot on sight.
Keep moving! It's fine. As one with wind and cloud. Wind strike.
Loaded.
Cyclone! Bring it on!
People often believe me to be highly focused on securing victories. I am a champion duelist, after all. The truth, however, is just the opposite. It is the spirit of the challenger that I value above all else. If someone is willing to face me head-on, they have my respect, no matter who secures the title of victor in the end. Strength is something that can be gained through experience. Courage, however, comes from within.
There are many reasons why a samurai might draw their blade, but the principle is always the same. To do what they know in their heart is right. Though we walk a perilous path where powerful foes face us at every turn, and though I cannot sense what lies at its end, I tread onwards with no fear in my heart. My mind is at ease, for I tread this path in your company.
This place is no joke, man. Those are some hardcore fighters out there. But I know you got this. Sure, they might get a lucky shot in here or there, but it's only ever a matter of time before you're wiping the floor with them. Hey, how about you go easy on them next round? It'll give me a chance to use my kung fu on them.
The books here are really interesting. They're full of twists and turns that all but defy even my intuition. I can't help but think this domain is a detective's mortal foe. Without a crime, there can be no deduction. And even the greatest storms simply rage on, unchecked. But then I remember that all this is to help you. And that's what makes this long grind worth it, right?
Just sharpen my spear. Pizza's course.
Lucky today.
Dare to mess with me?
Give me some space. Move or be moved.
Mighty mythical beast!
Come on.
Wretched dastard! Too late for regrets!
Excuse me?
Nice and spicy! Dip no sense of respect!
No more tricks up your sleeve.
Sage's wisdom! Way ahead of you!
We'll see about that. Have fun with this gift.
Give me some space.
Come on, coward.
You're toast! Boba, get them! Race you!
Up to it, Manzai!
Strong!
No more tricks up your sleeve.
Truth repeats its course. Too late for it.
Many happy returns!
Dissipate. Dare to mess with me? Boba, get them! Our bond is strong. Too late for regrets.
Now you're testing my patience.
You really hurt! Out of my way! Dissipate! Ease this! Dare to mess with me? Have fun with this gift! Get with me!
Up to it, Manzai!
Where do you think you're going? That's close enough.
Nice and spicy! I'll settle this! Dare to mess with me?
Where do you think you're going? Law of the jungle. welcome here.
You're toast! Receive!
Try to keep up.
Many happy returns!
Law of the jungle.
Supporting fire! Don't get too close!
Lightning terrified! Dissipate!
No more tricks up your sleeve. Pulverize.
Stand with me! At the frying pan,
Here's backup!
Is that all you've got? Where do you think?
Boba, get them!
Now you're testing my patience.
I'll settle this!
Up to it, Monzai!
Our bond is strong!
Take that.
Nice and spicy!
Fire it up!
Dissipate!
Got you covered!
Out of my way!
Keep up. Law of the jungle.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire! I'm getting sick of this. You're toast!
Try to keep up.
Check this out!
Stand with me!
You are not welcome.
Many happy returns! Supporting fire!
I'll settle this! Yeah!
When I was little, it was only later, now that I think of
Are you tired? I know a trick that works great. Imagine all the enemies you're facing as delicious ingredients. With all that tender, delicious smelling food nearby, doesn't it just give you a big burst of energy? Huh? Hard to imagine. Maybe it's just me then.
Don't be too weirded out if you see me with my mask off while we rest. I'm just getting some fresh air. This place is way too idle. It gets to you after a while. Gotta take some deep breaths. Not that I'm rushing you, of course. I'll wait until you've made your preparations in full.
Okay, you're gonna laugh at me for this, but whatever. Every time I open a book, I doze off in under 10 minutes, without fail. But wushu dancing, on the other hand, I can happily practice away all night long and still be bouncing off the walls in the morning as I get ready to head out for dim sum. Wait, what if I were to read a book while performing a wushu dance? It sounds like a plan, right?